Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and I'm welcoming you to my review of In Bruges from 2007. Yeah, 2007. We're going back to Focus Features yet again on this, and this is part of the Spotlight series release of In Bruges. Now, In Bruges is a movie that's directed by Martin McDonagh. And it also stars Colin, Firth, Brendan Gleeson, and Ray Fiennes. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the rest of the cast in this, but it's actually written and directed by Martin McDonagh. So I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you right now, guys. This movie is a masterpiece. It's a cinematic masterpiece. So this is a movie, I've had this movie for a while now. I actually got this at a Dollar General for like $1. Maybe it was like $3. I don't remember. I had this movie for a while now in the collection. I think like maybe 10 years ago. I got it when Dollar General was having their DVD dumping. So yeah, let's actually talk about In Bruges. And I'll talk about the cool thing in the menu as well when we get to that. So In Bruges, here's the plot to In Bruges. Hitmen Ray and Ken, Farrell and Brendan Gleeson, have been ordered to cool their heels in the storybook city of Bruges. It's in Belgium. It says in comma, it's in Belgium. I do like that though. Like it said, it's in Belgium, got its own comma. When you look at the cast, they say Firth, comma, Brendan Gleeson, Harry Potter, comma. I like how it says it's in Belgium in commas. After finishing a big job, but since the hitmen make the worst tourists, they soon find themselves in a life or death struggle of comic proportion against one very angry crime boss, Ray Fiennes. A lot of people say it's Ray, some people say it's Rafe. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I'm just going to say Ray Fiennes for this video. So, that's the plot to this movie, and what did I think? Like I said, it's a great movie. So, like I said, the two hitmen are Firth and Gleeson. So, right off the bat, it starts with them having a conversation, and they decide they have a job to do. So, basically, the two men meet up with another guy. I think I forget his name, but he's the actor. I can't think of his name right now. Jordan Parrish, I think his name is. He's noted for playing a character named Rock in the American Pie spin-off films. You know, the direct-to-video American Pie movies that were like spin-off. So he's in this, and I just also noticed when I went on his Wikipedia, he actually was one of the guys in the suits. He was one of the guys who was in Howard the Duck. He was one of the suit performers. He's one that got in the suit to be Howard the Duck, which I just was like, I found that a strange coincidence. My second review in the channel, and I'm reviewing something, but that's getting off track. We're talking about In Bruges right now. So, like I said, it centers around them in Bruges, and they just mess with a lot of people. There's one scene in the movie where Farrell meets up with the scene in alone. He meets up with a bunch of these tourists, and he's like provoking the guy who's like he's obese. And the guys chase him, and then he provokes the other woman, and then the woman just spews out F-bombs in front of him. He's like, F you, mother effer. And I'm sitting there like, hello. The whole movie feels like it's an action comedy, and yes, it does. And the characters are just so likable. Like I said, then we get the moments where he meets up with another woman. Ray meets up with another woman, and they have a relationship, but realize that there's a scene where he's like pantomiming to the woman, and the American Pie guy gives Firth the finger on screen, and it's just so funny. Everything about it is good. The action scenes alone are some of the best highlights. Belgium looks gorgeous. I don't think I ever watched a movie that was set in Belgium, and Bruges in Belgium. They use the F in Bruges. In fact, there's a special feature that just has the F word, just taking those clips from the F word. It's called F in Bruges, and then they use the F word together. It kind of reminds me of that Easter egg where on the Robin Williams Live and Broadway DVD, there's a hidden Easter egg where you can hear Robin Williams just say the F word constantly. It's like an Easter egg. Kind of reminds me of that special feature, but that was more of an Easter egg. This is right in the special features menu. Everything about this movie is just so good. I love the characters in this. The ending I'll talk about in a bit before I go ahead and show you the cool menu. So I did record this menu. There's a really cool menu. If you go into the scene selections, you'll notice that the menus do change. I did record footage of that, so we'll show that one very soon. So, it is so good. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that footage of the scene selection menu, and I'll show you how cool it is, and then I'll continue with the review eventually. So, here we go. Alright guys, I want to show you something cool here on this DVD of In Bruges. So, if you notice something here in the scene selections menu, right here on the DVD. Now, notice how right here, if I hit 5/8, the menu changes. So if I move around right to 9/12, check that out. The menu changes. So I want to kind of show this off in the video. It's just a neat little thing in it though. So as you can see, the menus change a lot in the scene selections. So I kind of wanted to show that off, guys. It's just something neat see, this is what I miss in DVDs, guys. Something neat like that. So yeah, it's just, I want to kind of bring that up. So if I move the cursor right up here, notice how the menu is right up on the top. But if I move right there, and yeah, I just want to show that off really quick. So I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to resume the review. Alright, what did you guys think of that main menu? Really good stuff. And yeah, I miss interactive menus. Now back to In Bruges. So the ending, I gotta talk about this. So the last half of the movie, eventually you get Ray Fiennes, who is in conversation. I hope I mentioned that, but I might have forgot to mention. So there's a conversation where they're having a conversation. Firth what the heck's his name again? Ken. Ken has a conversation with him, and now they're out to find them too, and it becomes this sort of cat and mouse chase. And I gotta talk about a little bit about the ending. I'll try not to spoil it, but if I do, I'm very sorry guys, but this is so good I had to talk about the ending. So if you don't want to hear that ending, just cut away to the last half. So here we go. The end of the film, where we see right where they get to the church bells. The hitman, I can't think of his name in the movie, the crime boss, who is Fiennes, he goes up there and basically he kills Ken right in the gut with a gun. So he looks like he's going to survive, but comes back downstairs, and he basically, right off the bat, you know he was going to die. So what happens? He jumps off the bell tower, and that Ray gets freaked out. So now Fiennes is chasing Ray, and he doesn't all of a sudden have a gun. So now he jumps onto the ship, and he has he jumps onto the boat and the gun drops. So basically now the crime boss basically shoots Ray right in the gut. So it is so emotional. The scene where the scene where Ken drops is one of the most hardest, difficult scenes I've ever watched in any movie. I cried for him so much, and just, it's heartbreaking what happened, and just, I couldn't even handle that. It gets intense right there, and off the bat, I can't think of his name in it, but he walks up. He's in school clothes, so he walks up and he gets killed. So now Ray gets 4 bullets pumped into. Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I forgot to close the lid on something. But anyways, like I said again, then it comes down to where, yeah, like I said, where was I? Oh yeah, Ray gets 4 bullets pumped, but then all of a sudden you think he's gonna die, but wait, there's a twist. So I'm not gonna tell you how that happens. You're just gonna have to watch it. I might have shown that. If I did spoil it, I do apologize. But yeah, this movie is great. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. I hope I'm not taking too long on this video. I'll try not to make my videos long, guys. So if they do, I have to go more detail in the film. But anyways, so yeah, at the end of the day, please see In Bruges. It is a must-see. I can highly recommend this movie at any time. It is a great movie. It's a masterpiece. It's going to get the highest rating. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, this movie is going on to my 10 best list at the end of the year. I'm going to spoil it right now. This movie is going to land in the top 10. That's all I'm going to say. You're not going to find out what place it's going to be at until I get to that 10 best list. But like I said, we're almost down to that. So it's getting harder to pick a good movie because I watch so many bangers. But In Bruges is a masterpiece from start to finish. Stellar performances. Give these 3 actors Oscars. They really show you how good a performance is. Like, I may even think this is Ray Fiennes' best performance. A lot of people would say Schindler's List is, and though that is a great performance, I think In Bruges expands upon that performance. I think he plays the same type of character in that movie, but instead of him being the Commodore in Schindler's List, he's playing a hitman, basically, a crime boss that goes after the 2 men. Again, like I said, it starts slow, but yeah, like I said, the scene with the priest, yeah, where a kid gets shot is just, it's sad. I don't like it when a child gets killed with a firearm. It makes me cringe. But I will say easily that, I hate to say it, but that didn't really bother me in this movie. But in other movies it kind of do, but it kind of works. It's the ending that counts the matter of why I'm giving it my highest rating. So let's go ahead and rate this right now. I'm going to give In Bruges, you probably already know this, guys, an automatic 5 out of 5. We finally come to another 5 out of 5 movie because we found, In Bruges is great. The performances are stellar. It's just a masterpiece. It's an S-tier movie, and that's why this was close to being a 4 out of 5, but no, I had to give it a 5 out of 5 for those reasons alone. So yeah, please see In Bruges, as I said again, highly recommend it. Good stuff, great movie, a masterpiece, whatever you want to say. S-tier rated film, an S-tier movie. It is that good, and probably so far, and as it says right here, it is Spotlight series for sure. So that is my review In Bruges. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content of the channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all my video notifications so you don't miss a single video on this channel. I'm also on Letterboxd, guys. You can check me out there as well. In addition to the Universal reviews, I also have Vlog City. I also do my collection update stuff for the channel. Lots of really cool stuff. Let's plays, whatever you find on the channel, I do have it on there. So, like I said, I'm on Letterboxd, guys, so you can check me out there as well. So, yeah, like I said again, check out In Bruges, a great movie, a cinematic masterpiece. So there you go, guys. And yeah, that's it. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.